Good morning, everyone. So today is one more day that I'm doing airport standby, and I had to report at 5 a.m. this morning, and my duty will finish at 10 a.m. If I don't get a call for a flight in between, then I will get to go back home after 10. And if I get a call, then I have to go for a flight. So that is what basically is airport standby is. So I'm at the airport, and this is my airport standby. So I was alone at the crew room, and I thought while I'm waiting for this 5 hours to get over, why not make a vlog and share whatever little info I can share with my fellow new visitor who would like to come and join us, and to give them an insight into our schedule and into our roster. So I'm going to talk about my schedule and my roster today, and then give you a glance of how a junior person's roster or schedule look in WestJet. It's very different than other airlines in the Middle East where I flown, like Qatar Airways and Kuwait Airways, or I think any in Asia. Here in North America, it's mostly about seniority. So seniors get to choose their flights, and they get to have good flights, while the junior people who join much later in the company will have to start with a lot of reserve. Reserve means you're on call at home or at the airport, like how I am today. And then as and when the requirement comes, you have to operate the flight. So a lot of reserves in my schedule you will see, and some flights, and the flights are also the flights that nobody wants to do. No senior wants to do, basically. That's what we get, because seniors, they get to choose their flights, what they want, and they don't have reserve. So that is how it is. Okay, so let's start. So this month, it's April 2024 while I'm making this video, and this month my schedule is, I have first, second, third, I have reserve, 3 days of reserve, which was carrying forward from my previous month. So basically we have 5 days of reserves together always. So 2 days in March 30 and 31st, and then April 1st, 2nd and 3rd is the remaining 3 days. So total 5 days of reserve always we get together. It's like a block. And then after the 3 days of reserve in April 1, 2, 3, I have 3 days off, 4, 5, 6. I had 3 days off, and today is the first day of my reserve again, which is April 7th today. And so April 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 5 days of reserve, one more block of reserve. So one block, as how I said, is 5 days of reserve. So April 1, 2, 3 was reserved, then 3 days off, then again 5 days of reserve from 7 to 11 of April. And then 12th I requested off because it's my daughter's birthday, so thankfully I got it. And then after 12th I have 12th off, and then 13th off, and 14th off, and 15th off. So 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th off, and 12th I requested off, and 13, 14 also I requested off. So luckily they gave me those 3 days. And 15th I didn't request, but they gave me. After 15th I have flight on 16th, which is 16th I had a flight, just 1 day flight, Vancouver, Calgary, Calgary, Vancouver. That's all. That's all for the 16th. 17th I have another flight for 2 days, 17th and 18th. So the 2 days flight that I have is Vancouver to Phoenix, and then I go and sleep at the Phoenix hotel. Next day early morning with the minimum rest, mind you, minimum rest. Yes, as junior you will do lots of minimum rest at the layover, so there's hardly time to go out in the city and discover it. You're mostly going there to sleep, so that's what happened in the minimum rest. So I have minimum rest, and next day, so Vancouver to Phoenix. Vancouver I'm leaving at 9:30, reaching Phoenix at 12:35 in the after midnight, and then next day at 1 o'clock is the next day, 1 p.m. is the departure. So very minimum rest. So next day is a longer day, so it's Phoenix to Vancouver, Vancouver to Edmonton, Edmonton to Vancouver, and then my day finishes 2 days of pairing. Okay, and then so 17th and 18th, that's the flight I said. Then I have 19th off. I have 20 off. I requested for 20 off, so I did get that. And 19 I did not, but they gave me. So 19 and 20 is my off. And then 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25 is again my reserve. So yes, this is how many reserve you have to hold. So 5 days of reserve again. And then after 25th April, I have again 26th and 27th off. And then I have another 3 days of pairing, 28th, 29, and 30. So let me go with you through the pairing, and let you know what the pairing is. No, it's actually 2 days, 28, 29. Yeah, it's 2 days of pairing, 28th and 29, 2 days of pairing, and 30th is my 30th of the last month. 30th of the month, the last day of the month is off. And that was my requested off. So basically, as a junior most, you can request for days off. You might not get all the days off, but you sometimes get like some of the days off, because anything else you won't get by request. Anything else you won't get by request. The only request that you will get is your days off, and you might not get all the days off that you have requested, but you might get some of the days off that you have requested while bidding for your next month's schedule or roster. So let me go through the last 2 days of pairing, 28th and 29th. So on the 28th, I am flying Vancouver to Edmonton, Edmonton to Winnipeg, Winnipeg to Calgary, Calgary to Edmonton. And then long day. Then Edmonton, I'm landing at 7:30 in the evening. And next day, 9:30 in the morning, I have departure. So 7:30, I'm landing in the evening, Edmonton. And next day, 9:30 in the morning is the departure from Edmonton. So imagine the time that you will take from the aircraft to the hotel, and then hotel to the aircraft, and then you have to deplane and board the passenger. So it takes a lot of time. So it kills a lot of your rest time. So basically, you are left with actually very minimum rest. So next day is Edmonton to MSP. I think, this was Edmonton to Minneapolis, Minneapolis to Edmonton, and then Edmonton to Vancouver. I have not done MSP earlier to this. I think this is Soup or Sunwing flight. I think it's Soup flight maybe, because we have merged with those two airlines. So there are some of the new destinations that we are doing, and I have not done them before. So this is how it is. So this is this is my April schedule. Okay, I'm gonna try to give you my schedule for March as well, so you'll have a better perspective of my 2 month schedule, like April and March. Okay, so March schedule, let's talk about March 2024. So March 1st, I requested off, so I do have a requested day off on March 1st. Then March 2nd and 3rd, I have two flights, 2 days of flight, which is Vancouver to Calgary, Calgary to Victoria, Victoria to Calgary, Calgary to Calgary to Winnipeg. So that's again a long day. You're doing like 4 legs a day. And then Winnipeg, again, minimum rest. And then next day, no, it's not a minimum rest. Winnipeg, you have enough time to rest, I think. Yeah, it's a good, like you reach Winnipeg after midnight, and next day your departure is only at 7:45 in the evening from Winnipeg. So you do have some time. It's not exactly minimum rest. So next day, Winnipeg, Calgary, Calgary, Vancouver. And then I have, and then I had in March some leaves. So that's what it shows. I have leave from vacation, which is from 4th until 11. And then they basically gave me some off 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 from themselves. So this vacation, actually, my husband traveled to see his parents. So I was able to utilize that vacation. I stayed with my kids while he went to see his mommy, daddy. So after my vacation ended, which is from March 4th, and then including my days off, not my vacation, my days off and vacation, if I added together, it ended in March 16th. And then March 17th, again, I have reserve, 5 days of reserve. March 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, reserve. And then 20, 23rd off. Then I had a pairing for 2 days, which was 24th and 25th. The pairing was, it's actually 1 day pairing? 24th, 25th. No, it was 1 day pairing on 24th, and then another 1 day pairing on 25th. So 24th, I had a flight from Vancouver, Calgary, Calgary, Yellowknife, Calgary, Calgary, Vancouver, and then I finished at my base, Calgary. Again, next day, so I'm finishing in Vancouver 5:42 p.m. on 24th, and then next day on 25th, I had another flight starting at 8 a.m. The next day, 25th, which is Vancouver, Los Angeles, Vancouver. So I come back Vancouver and finish 2:40 p.m. that day. And then after that, I had 26, 27, 28, my annual, because I completed 1 year with WestJet. So I had to go to Calgary, because every training happens in Calgary. So I had to go to Calgary. I had to travel on 26th, and then 27th and 28th, I did my annual training, and I came back on 28th itself. After I came back on 28th, 29 was my off, thankfully, and then started my RAM, which on March 30 and 31st, I did my RAM, RAM means reserve, which is reserve AM. So RAM, RAM. AM means early morning reserve. So I'm basically awake from 3 a.m. until 3 p.m. Or I can expect a call to go for a flight from 3 a.m. until 3 p.m. That is RAM. And as a junior most, you will get RAM mostly, and very rarely you'll get the PM or PM, the PM, the evening reserve. Evening reserve is way better because you're not awake in the middle of the night and getting worried about the flight. So so March 30, 31st was my RAM. And then obviously because it's a 5-day block, as I said, for the reserve, so it carried forward in April. So April 1st, 2nd and 3rd was my remaining 3 days of reserve. So total 5 days. So March 30, 31st, April 1st, April 2nd, April 3rd. So that is how it was. And then in April itself, as a junior most, you will also get minimum 2 blocks of reserve in each month. So in April you will get 2 reserve, and in March you will get 2 reserve, and you're very fortunate if you are carrying forward a reserve from a previous month, like this one, because I did only 2 days of reserve in March. Not only 2 days. My reserve started at the end of the month of March, and it carried forward to the next month. So what happened for the next month? I did 2 complete reserve of 5 plus 5, 10 days, plus the carrying forward from the March one. So that was like another 3 days. So basically it feels like you're doing like reserve the whole month, because it can happen that you're almost doing like 3 blocks of reserve in a month, because it's carrying forward from the previous month. But 2 is the minimum that you'll do as a junior. So that is how the schedule looks for us. And it's been a year, and I am still junior. I'm still doing reserve AM, which is I have to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'm here at the airport. So this is how the life is. It's not easy. It's as a junior, you don't make a lot of money. A lot of hours you will sit and you won't get paid, but you will still love the job. I still love my job. There's something about the aviation that I still love it, and I still wear my uniform with a lot of pride, and I still like to come to my work, putting my full whatever makeup I like to do, and putting the best foot forward. Like, that's how I come for work. I never show up to work like I'm least interested and I'm not happy about it. I like it, and that's why I'm here. So even though it has a lot of challenges, it's not like the perfect job in the world. But if you like meeting people, if you like traveling, if you don't like 9 to 5 job, if you like to meet interesting people, listen to their stories, have new experiences, and a lot of other good things you will realize when you fly and when you work as a flight attendant. So there's a lot of good things as well. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me young in my heart. So I like it. I really like it. And but the cons are like how I said, this is what you have to go through. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching my blog, and I feel really happy when I meet new crew who contact me either via social media, or who I see them at the airport or in the flight, and they come and say that your video had helped me in certain way, and it is really I'm really glad that it is helping you guys. And if there's anything else that you want me to make a video, let me know. And I always ask them, and then sometimes they give me ideas, sometimes they ask me questions, and I just come up and make it. Like a lot of people have questions about how are the patterns of flying, so I thought, why not make this one? I hope it gives you some idea. A very essential point, a lot of new people have asked me this. All the days off that I have, you can pick up flights on those days off from other people. There's lots of people who are dropping their flights, who don't want to do their flight because they have other job, or they have kids to take care, or they have parents to take care, or they have their other commitments. So a lot of people are dropping their flight, which is allowed here, and then a lot of people pick up those flights to make extra money. So in your days off, you can pick up I think it's 125 hours in a month. That is the max you can fly. So that counting you have to keep, but until then you can pick up lots of flights, and you do get overtime when you pick up extra flight and you're flying I think above 100 hours. I've never done that. I know a lot of my classmates, they do it. I don't do it because I have young kids and I have to take care of them, so my tendency is to drop it. But I know a lot of people, they do it. And so yes, if you're thinking like it's less money and all, you can also pick up and maximize your hours. And when you maximize your hours, you do get overtime as well. So I think with that, the money should be better and should be okay. However, for me, it's not money at this point, because I do get a lot less and I do drop on top of it. So hardly I get anything. So it's not a much fun. I mean, I have to do a lot of arrangements to have a work-life balance. So I am okay with this setup, to drop flights and to have a balance, work-life balance at this point. My priority is not completely either my profession at this point. So but I love my job, so I do come here. But so yeah, I think when my kid grow up a little bit more and then they're independent, so maybe I'll be doing as well, doing all the flights and maybe picking up. But for now I'm happy with the way it is. But for the people who are concerned about the money, they can pick up the flights and earn more money in their days off that I was talking, that see I have these days off. Some of the days off they gave me, not I requested. So even those days off you can take flights. You can pick up flights. There's a forum there where people drop and pick up flights, and then you can go and pick up flights. So it's, I think 125 hours is the max that you can do, and then you do get overtime also on those. So you can go ahead and do that as a junior, because obviously your salary won't be as good as the seniors, because here the salary increases with the level of seniority. So it's, initially you won't get a lot of money, but this is how you can make money. Okay, anything else, let me know, guys. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye.